just love having this front door that we can walk through. The dogs have been fed, watered, and relieved, and now they're taking a nap. And I'm out to watch the pseudo sunrise. There's some clouds in the sky, but I can see the glow of the sun behind them, and it's very pretty. It's always so calm at this time of day. The wind is blowing a little bit, but it's still quite beautiful, and it's going to be a beautiful day.
Are heading to Marsh Harbour. Marsh Harbour is one of the bigger harbors, ports, vacation land, business areas of the Abacos.
It's the third largest town in the Bahamas.
I saw 12 of the super huge fast fishing vessels. You see one of those boats come cruising by every hour or two, sometimes twice in an hour. And the reason why is because they're only a few nautical miles right at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean, and it goes from 10 feet deep around here on the banks. The moment you hit the Atlantic Ocean and the shelf there, it goes down within a nautical mile or two to like 8,000 feet. And so with that depth of water, all the big game fish come up.
So whenever one of those big boats goes by, what happens?
Huge wakes. They are going like 20, 25 knots. They are just blaring down. I guess time is money to them, and their clientele do not want to waste their vacation going 5 knots like we do. They make a very big wake, and usually when they're passing us, they are passing us port to port or starboard to starboard in parallel. So their wakes come over to us and hit us at our beam, and we can have 4 to 5 foot wakes, I swear, and they're steep, and that's really just... So I'm getting very good at taking over the helm, turn off the autopilot, and lay at about 45 degrees to those waves and cut through them at 45 degrees, and it's much more palatable.
A short 6 nautical mile sail took us from our anchorage off Man of War Key to the anchorage area in the Marsh Harbour.
So we're going to head into Marsh Harbour now. We're going to take a look at that beached cargo ship, and then we're going to do some grocery shopping. And we're not taking the dogs because we checked the dock and it is just way too high. There's really no way to get them off. So I'm going to get my bags. 2 bags ready to go. And we're going to put the dinghy in the water and we're going to head over. And one thing about our dinghy davit system is we probably have the loudest dinghy davit system that I've ever heard. It makes so much noise. So I'm going to give you an example of just how much noise this thing makes. So I'm not going to turn it down. You're going to get to enjoy it in its full splendor.
When we were here in May of 2021, we noticed a lot of sunken ships still littered the harbor. We heard from a number of cruisers that these boats have been removed, so we took a dinghy ride around the harbor to see for ourselves. As you can see from these shots, only one of the 4 sunken boats, which was only a small sample of those that we saw in 2021, still remained in May of 2022. In fact, by May of 2022, almost all of the sunken boats had been removed from the harbor. After our dinghy excursion, we head to the public dock. It's a newly built structure, and as you can see, it's quite a climb from the waterline.
Quite a climb.
On our dinghy ride through the harbor, it was impossible not to notice the large marina that was constructed and continues to be completed. It's great to see the new marina and the 2 charter boat companies operating out of the area. And this was likely the major driving force for the removal of the ruined ships in the harbor. During our visit in May of 2021, we also noticed the debris that remained along our walk to the grocery store, Maxwell's. Unfortunately, most of this debris still remains in May of 2022. Hopefully, as the new marina and charter companies bring in additional tourists, this debris will also be removed. It's about a 3/4 mile walk from the dinghy dock to Maxwell's. Maxwell's is the largest supermarket we've been to in our 2 years in the Bahamas. And you know it's going to be a big supermarket when you see an actual parking lot and a stack of shopping carts.
What do you think of this grocery store?
It's much nicer than any we've seen.
It almost made us feel like we were back in the U.S. With well-stocked shelves and an abundant choice in the produce aisle, we were happy to pay, for the most part, about double the prices in the U.S. We provided a price comparison for what else but a 44-pound bag of dog food and a big bag of dog treats. Fortunately, we already picked up plenty of dog food and had 2 big bags of bacon strips. So did we get everything we needed?
My boss tells me we did, so yes. We got some yogurt, we got chips, and we got vegetables, and some fruit. All the things that will only stay fresh for a week or 2, except for the Lay's potato chips.
Junk food.
Exactly. Junk food we don't get too much of, so we don't eat it all.
Now back to what was now a very packed dinghy dock. I sometimes think that Nuala enjoys the sunrise even more than we do.
We just left Marsh Harbour and we're heading over to Elbow Cay. We're going to go up the channel and take a mooring ball in Hope Town Harbour. We haven't been there before, so we're going to see how easy or hard it is to find a mooring ball. All right, let's go.
Another short sail, this time about 8 nautical miles, to pick up a mooring ball in Hope Town Harbour.
We took a mooring ball in Hope Town Harbour and everything is really close here. People are moored right next to each other. You can see behind me, close to the other boats. And our dogs, we're getting ready to go walk around the town.
You guys look like you're ready to go someplace. You gonna drive the dinghy over to the dock without us?
We're at the Hope Town dinghy dock and we found that they have an excellent access for dogs. Good morning on our first morning at Hope Town Harbour, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. We are moored in Hope Town Harbour. See the lighthouse behind us, and we're going to go over and rent some bikes. That's one thing nice about Hope Town is they have lots of dinghy docks. And we picked up 2 bikes from Hope Town Canvas, and we're going to ride around the town. It is windy today. We finally made it over to the Tahiti Beach sandbar. We found a nice little path across. It is low tide now. The path across only went up to about my knees, so it wasn't too hard to wade over here, and it's very pretty.
Frozen drink?
Mango daiquiri.
I don't know. I haven't tasted it yet because somebody's taking a picture.
You couldn't call it something when you ordered it? It does look yummy.
Good, I'm going to tell you.
I've got a pina colada. We'll see how this pina colada is. So this one is a virgin, so it will probably taste a little differently. All right, now back to the bikes. Another bicycle stop. Our next stop is to the Firefly Resort for a little lunch. So I've never played this before, so I don't know what the official rules are. Okay.
You land on it, you get 1. You put it in the hole, you get 3. We're playing to 5.
All right.
Ready?
Oh, that's farther than I was trying.
All right, 1-0.
Oh.
3-1. 1. You didn't win. You didn't win.
It went in.
Oh, you did. We got 5. You got it. 3-5. You win.
All right, we're trying again. Go ahead, you go first. Nope. Oh, it's 3. Oh. 1. Oh.
6.
Oh, I have no chance.
You can win with 7 right here.
Not with that. Oh. All right. 2 out of 3. Oh, I forge ahead. Oh, too hard. 1. And no, I've never played this before. Oh, 2. Oh, that was horrible. That wasn't even close. 7 went on.
4.
4. Oh, you suck.
Here, just add insult to injury.
Exactly. So the winner of 2 out of 3 is Jim. Back to the boat.
Back to the boat. Once you'll give me the keys.
So what did you think of our bike ride around Elbow Cay?
It
from
was a
Hope
good
Town?
idea. $15 per bike. Got all the way to the other end of the island. Saw
Tahiti Beach.
Tahiti Beach. Went to a number of different restaurants and bars and saw the township here. It's a quite nice island.
When we were in Hope Town Canvas, we checked out the store as well, and they had some really cute items, some cute bags, belts, a whole bunch of items, including these really super cute dog collars.
We are going to put your new collars on you shortly. Picked up 1 for each of you.
And the thing we like about these dog collars, here's one for example, which is super cute, is that they are all plastic. Most of the dog collars that we find have a lot of metal parts on them, and being on the boat, those metal parts are going to rust. So you want it all plastic. So these are wonderful. Hope Town Canvas is where we got them. Let me show you all 3 of them, and then we're going to put them on the dogs. There's all 3 of them. Super cute patterns. Nice little dinghy dock landing here at the Hope Town Lighthouse. Jim's tying us off. Sign it in the guest book. 101 steps to the top, and I'm starting my counting now. This lighthouse started operations in 1864, and they are still using kerosene, so you can see here, to light the lamp in the evening. That's where the cranking gets done.
Yeah.
That looks like the crank. Where you put the... And up above is the Fresnel light. What do you think of the view?
It's very, very nice.
top of Hope Town Lighthouse, and it is a beautiful view up here, but it is windy. There is LabMariner.
Watch this. That's what it does all day and night. Oh, I see. There's 5 mirrors. So there isn't a backlighting. There's the first one coming around.
You can see the public dinghy dock down there. That's to the lighthouse. That's where we tied our boat off. I counted it all the way back down, and it was 101.
Look how thick it is.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy?
That's how thick you need to have it to last 160 years plus.
Cool lighthouse, isn't it?
It's a very cool lighthouse.
Hi, guys. You guys are looking all pretty. Did you miss us? It didn't take us too long at the lighthouse. Yes, we didn't leave you. You don't have to try to figure out how to sail a boat. Our next stop is Pelican Key Land and Sea Park. It's probably one of our favorite snorkel spots in the Abacos, if not in the entire Bahamas, so we're really looking forward to stopping there. We just anchored between Pelican Key and Sandy Key. We're going to do a little snorkeling at the Pelican Key Land and Sea Park. There are a number of mooring balls over there, and we're going to check them out, but I'm going to show you our site. We are at Pelican Key Land and Sea Park. It's part of the Bahamas National Trust, and we are tied up to a mooring ball. See right there, the mooring ball, and our boat is here.
Join us next week when we sail to Eleuthera, where we take the Devil's Backbone to Harbour Island and jump into the Sapphire Blue Hole.